everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to use the new Showstoppers. This is the Circle Accordion die set. Lots of different ways to use this, so this is going to be the first tutorial, so I'll put part one maybe on it, and so that way if you have this or you stumble upon this playlist and this video and you want to see what other things can be made, just check out the playlist, which will slowly have more videos added to it. This one here, because when it folds down it's a 5x7 size, you'd need a large die cutter machine for this one, because the main plate, I'll just bring you this one in here, you'll see there that needs to fit on your die cutting plate, so a large machine will be needed. Also, just want to mention that this is, I think they might be putting stickers on them, but if not, there are 29 dies in the set, not 23. It will be on the listing on the website, but just obviously if you're checking, make sure you've got the 29. It's just lots of these ones here. You've got mats and layers for every section here. So I just think in the factory they got a little bit confused. But yeah, you've got plenty of dies anyway for all the mats and layers. I'm also going to be using the Vintage Christmas. These are all your topper stamps. They're the main focal stamps. And I'm going to use the lovely wreath here, which you can already see I've coloured. I'm going to do a little bit of decoupage on that one in a moment. You get the dies to cut them all out as well. And then for the sentiment, I'm using my new sentiment set here. And I've got wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. It's just the little one here. You do get these, all these extra dies here, which will fit, different ones will fit around different sentiments. You know, obviously I've worked them around this one, but they're just great shaped dies for lots of your other sentiments that you might have, and you've got a bow there as well. I'm also going to be using the new papers, and I've already stuck down this one here, which is the middle design. So first of all, you want to run this one through. So I've used a 300 GSM smooth cardstock, and then you can fold over the sides so you've got a gatefold like so. I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to do it so they fold back today. So it's going to be this way around. So as soon as you take out the envelope, you have this lovely centerpiece, and then you can pull the sides out to display the card. So you can see how it stands up. You've got all your space there on the back to write your message. So very, very quick and easy tutorial on this one. I just wanted to show like the real basic way of using it. So I've taken, like I said, you do get tons of these dies. Basically means you don't have to pass it through loads of times. If you just want to cover all of this, you've got all the mats and layers you need here to just run it through once, and everything is cut. So if you lay all the pieces out, so like bits that you want cut in gold mirrored card, bits that you want cut in white card, you can lay it all out on your mat and pass it through the once. So I haven't gone for the mat and layer for these top pieces. I've used my new embossing folder, which I love, which is my star one. And it's this one here, the North Star, and it's beautiful. It's a 3D embossing folder. And you can see, I mean, this is probably not the best video to show this off. I've got lots of other tutorials, but you can see that lovely 3D star there. So I'm going to have them along there and then along the bottom. And then I've got the main circle. That one's going to go in the middle. And then these two on either side. It looks a little bit like a mirror as well. I'm going to talk through all of that in a minute because I'm going to snip into some of these pieces to build up everything, but I'm going to get all that stuck down first. So now onto this piece here. So I've stamped that using a Memento black ink, and then I've coloured it in using alcohol markers. And then what I've done is stamped the wreath again. I only inked up the bow part and stamped it 3 times and coloured in the 3 bows. Now we don't need every part of the bow, so I just wanted to keep them like this just to explain it a bit easier. But to get this effect, you don't have to colour in, you know, multiple of the same image, like every part of it. What I want to do is have 3 layers on the bow, so I need to snip away a little bit of each one. Now the back one will be solid, then the one on top will be all of it minus something, then the next one will have a little bit less, and then the top one will have a little bit less again. So I think I'm going to do, I actually might do a whole one again for that one, just so it's lifted, where I'm going to have everything apart from the tails of the bow. And with this, when you stamp them, you want to cut right up to the outline. You don't want any white space. You can see that one there. Let's stick this one down first, just so I can get an idea of what it is I want to do, and also you guys understand what I'm doing for anybody who's never done this before. So this is known as decoupage. You can basically turn any stamp that you have into decoupage as long as it's got like sections to it. i.e., you know, like that you could cut out separately, you could cut that piece out, and then you just want to add foam tape, and that's what does it. It's the dimension between the layers that bring it all together. So it does add obviously dimension to your cards, so you don't have to add, you know, as many layers as I am. You might just want to do just a couple. But I have a tutorial actually where I've done a whole card, and it was a Christmas card actually that I did using that. I will link it up here if I remember, and you can check it out because that's a lovely example as well. So I'm going to stick this one right over the top. Okay, then for the next one I'm going to add just this piece, and this is why you don't need to colour in all of it, so you will know what bits you want to have. So when you stamp an element of it, like for example this one, I would just colour that bit, I wouldn't have to do that bit, but I just wanted to keep it all in for you. And that one on top. Okay, so now you can see that extra layer, and then the last one is just going to have the middle part of the bow. But when you get to the very top part, you'll just need the smallest part of the image. So now if I bring that up, how lovely is that? I really like this effect, and I think it's such an easy one to do, and I love that you can pretty much change any stamp you have. So now I'm going to stick that one down in the middle. For the dimensional gloss that I've used, so you'll see that shine on the berries and the bell, it's my dimensional gloss, which is linked below my videos, but I'm going to stick that one down there. And then the sentiment, I've just popped that one up on some foam, used one of the dies from the set, and then I've cut it again in gold. I'm just going to offset the gold behind it so it kind of frames it. So there's the finished cards. That's how it will look when you take it out of the envelope, and then the recipient can just bring around the sides so it can be displayed like so, or you could have it as a gatefold, like I said, and then it would open up, and then you could have that inside. If I turn it that way, it could be like that, and then you open it up that way. It's entirely up to you. So I hope you've enjoyed one of these ways of using the die set. Quick and easy today. All the products that I've used are linked in the description box below this video, and keep an eye on that playlist because I will be adding more to it as I upload more and more videos. As always, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Drop me a comment as well because I do enjoy reading them, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future videos. Take care. Bye.